Okay, well hi there. I'm here to give you some help on your spatial project, and we're working with an app called TapTapBlocks. Now TapTapBlocks allows you to start with one block and add a whole lot of blocks. So what you see here is a two-dimensional shape, but I'm going to roll this around on my iPad and see what we've got. So while that looks like a two-dimensional shape, in fact what we have, if I spin it around a bit, is a fantastic 3D shape that I have made. Now you can do this quite easily. Down the bottom, down in this little corner here, we've got plus and minus. So if you click on the minus, then I click on this block here, right, that's going to take off a block. But if you've got plus, oops, just there, and I click on, now I can click anywhere, right? So if I just roll this down and I want to put, stop, and I want to put another block on top of here, or on here and here, or all I have to do is click on the face of the block I want to add on top of, and I'll do. So I'm going to put it back on this purple one here. And there you go, I'm back to the original diagram. Now what you see is, if you want to get it straight, there you go, there's a two-dimensional shape. And what I'm interested in doing with this little bit of work is for you to draw perspectives. So I'm going to try and get this so it looks right, beautiful. I'm trying to get it so it's sort of horizontal. Now there's a 2D shape. So what we're going to do with, now I'm using an app called Good Notes, but you might use any app on your iPad that you can write on. So what I'm interested in is to try and draw this shape in 2 dimensions. And what you see is I've got 1, 4, 2, 1. So on my app, for a front view, I'm going to draw, now this doesn't have to look perfect, right? 1, then I want to draw 4 along here, so it was 1 out there, 2, 3, 4. So there's my 4 blocks. Now let's just go back and make sure that's yep. So I've got 1 on the bottom, 4 across. So I've got 2 in the middle and 1 at the top. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to redraw this. There's my 2 up there and 1 up there. So that's what my two-dimensional front view of this thing looks like. So what we're asking you to do is draw a front view, a top view, and a right-hand side view, RHS, right-hand side, of your shape, and then put a copy of your shape, but I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Okay, so back to TapTapBlocks. Now I'm going to roll this down a bit. I'm interested, so I'm just going to turn it, see how I've just changed the perspective. Here is the front. So I want to look from the top down, from this side looking down. So I'm going to roll this thing this way. Okay, so what I've got, and I'm going to draw this not on that angle, I'm going to make it horizontal. I've got 2 on the bottom, 1, 3, 2. So back we go to our drawing, and we've got, okay, so I've got 2 on the bottom, 1. Now I'm just going to go back and have a look. 1, yep. 3, and see, there's a good test of memory. I'm not doing very well here. I've got to keep going to back and have a look. And there is the last one. Right, top view. Okay, now if that's the top view, I'm going to roll it forwards again. Notice how it's rolling around to the side of horizontal. So I haven't mastered this to do that, but that's okay. We're back to the front view. There's the front view. Now I want the right-hand side, so I'm going to roll this round, and that is what the right-hand side looks like. 3, 4, 3, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go right. Here we go. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 was from there up. Now I don't really care if they're, what you see happening now is that these blocks are getting from smaller to a bit wonky, and this isn't great. So a little bit of care, but that's essentially what I'm asking you to do. And then what I need you to do is go back to TapTapBlocks, rotate it back. Now this is the right hand side, so I want to bring it back, okay, to the front view. So that's where we started, right? If we go back and have a look at my original diagram, yep, we got 4, 2, 1, and there is my 4, 2, 1. Now, if that's the front view, what I want you to do then is just roll it a little bit, and enough so I can see. Now you're going to have to decide how you're going to orientate this. Enough so I can see, or the person who's marking this can see, that what you've done is correct. That's going to be quite difficult with this diagram, I've just realised. So you're going to have to figure out a way to rotate it, and that's probably as good a way as any. And I want you to take a screenshot of that, and then in some way you're going to write front on that. Now that can be pulling it into an app such as GoodNotes that I'm using, or Sketch, or some other app that on which you can then save as a downloadable PDF. Front. So when I'm marking this, I can go, okay, so he's got 2, he's got 3, I can see 1, 2. Now what I can see, because I know what I'm looking at, is 1, 2, 3, 4. They are the 4 faces that would be facing. So here we go, there it is, see? There's 4 faces. So if you've got to orientate this shape so that whoever's marking this can actually see your perspective, there's a good orientation. You might have to play around with it a bit. So I'd like you to take a screenshot of that, drag it into whatever app you're using, and write on the front of it front, and that then should all match. And that's all I want you to do for this exercise. A top front view, a top view, and a right. You can do a right-hand side view or a left-hand side view as long as you label them correctly. And then I would really encourage you just to have a play with this, because this is quite cool and a lot of fun. So I'll leave you with a spinning cool shape. Good luck with the project.